Hello and welcome back to another 30 Days of Ableton Effects. Today we'll be looking at the amp audio effect. The amp emulates guitar amps that can give it a unique sound to your track. Please remember, if you're enjoying this series, to subscribe, and let's dive right in. The amp effect emulates 7 different types of guitar amps that were popular in the 60s and 70s. The clean option here, these are the 7 different amps that are available in amp. Clean is based on the brilliant channel of an amp from the 60s. Boost is based on the tremolo channel of the same amp as clean and is great for rock riffs. Blues is based on a 70s era guitar amp. It has a very bright character to it. Rock is modeled on a classic 45 watt amp from the 60s. This is a very popular amp, it states the manual. Lead is based on a modern amp and is popular with metal guitar type music. Heavy is a vintage channel of the same amp and is good for metal and grunge sounds, so lead and heavy are both in the same ballpark there. And bass is modeled after a PA from the 70s. So by clicking any of these buttons, you can choose which amp you want. Let's hear that with the operator here. Turn down the volume a little bit. The gain knob right here adjusts the level of input into the preamp. So as you can see, if we turn this down, you turn this up to get more distortion. See the difference there? The bass, middle, and treble knobs are an EQ that modifies the sound. So if you're using the bass amp here and you turn the lows up, it's hard to tell through this recording, but definitely changes the character of the sound a little bit there. The presence controls additional mid and high frequency and changes the crispiness of the output depending on the amp that's chosen. It almost sounds like the presence is bringing the amp to the front of the sound. You get more of an effect depending on the type of amp you choose. And then on the right side, this mono toggle determines if the output is stereo or mono. And then volume is the output volume. See, it adjusts the output volume there, and then dry wet mixes the effect. One area of the manual mentions that you should use amp in conjunction with the cabinet effect. Let's take a quick look there and see how it sounds. They're meant to be used together. You can definitely tell a different sound there. We'll look into the cabinet audio effect later in the 30 Days series. And that's about it for the amp audio effect. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to stay up to date with the future videos in this series, please subscribe. And tomorrow we'll cover the phaser effect. See you next time.